Welcome back to episode number 2 of how to start and run or operate a cleaning business. My name is Sadi. I am the host and I am the creator of this show. And like I said in the previous episode, the main reason that I am putting this show together is because I want to show you how to start a cleaning business, but a successful cleaning business. And I also want to show you how to become a better version of yourself. So it's a combination of both. And that's actually what I'm going to get into in today's episode because when it comes to running this cleaning business, a lot of the things that I've learned are not just on the business side of things. It was me. It was from me. It was, am I willing to change? Am I willing to become a better version of myself in order for the business to run as smooth and as effective as possible? Can I make this business as successful as possible as I can make myself as successful as possible? That's just going to be the gist of what we're going to talk about today in this episode. And we're going to start off with the big question, which is, how do you actually get started? The reason why I say it is because, is this business going to be right for you? The big question for yourself, and I want you to just ask yourself this question before you even think about what you want to do moving forward, what your goals are, or what your end goal is that, is this business right for you? Not just a cleaning business, but any business, right? You want to make sure that you are in the position to do something that's going to make you a lot of money, that's going to make you a better person, that you are not going to give up when things get hard. Because this business is not easy at all. The cleaning business is not easy. You have to manage people. And I've mentioned this before in the previous episode, where not only are you managing a team of people, you are continuously talking to people. You're continuously working on customer service, deals, and everything. Oh, come on, man. Y'all see this shit? But of course, it comes near me, right? And I'm gonna keep this in the video. But like I said, first question: is this business right for you? I want you to sit down, look at yourself, and ask yourself, who are you right now? Are you who you want yourself to be right now? When I look at myself right now, am I the person that I want to be? Not exactly, but I am very, very close to being the person that I want to be, which is owning a business, running a successful business that is streamlined. I have maybe 15 people working under me, which is actually pretty crazy to me, working for only 5 months in this business, right? So 15 people working under me. We've serviced over 200 clients in under 5 months. And when you think about that, or when I think about that, I'm like, okay, this is exactly the person that I've been wanting to become. And now I'm actually putting myself in that position. And then, are you happy with yourself? Uh, take a look at your life. Right? Take a look at yourself physically and mentally. Are you taking care of your body? Right? Are you working out? Are you eating the right foods? I listen to a lot of Andy Elliott, listen to a lot of Alex Hormozy, Jeremy Minor. Like, all of these guys have one thing in common, is that they take care of themselves. And it's not some type of like philosophy or anything like that. It's just the truth that if someone looks like they take care of themselves, then they hold a high standard in their business, right? They hold a high standard for themselves. And you want to be seen and looked at as someone that takes care of themselves. You want to work out. You want to take care of your mental health, right? And you have to be able to prove it to yourself. Like, you have to. If you can wake up in the morning, for example, just me, I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and not because I'm trying to be a 5 a.m. guy, or I have to wake up early in order to be successful. No, that's not the case at all. I wake up at that time because I have peace of mind. I'm able to take time to myself, peace and quiet, and really look into who I am. I go to the gym, I work out, I drink maybe 2 glasses of water, right? All of these things are important to you becoming the person that you want to become. Okay, mental clarity, right? Working on your past, working on the things that have traumatized you, the hard things in your life, having those hard conversations with people in your life. All of those things go hand in hand with who you want to become in your life and how successful you want to be. Okay, it's all very, very, very important. Once again, looks are important. Okay, take care of yourself. Make sure you are taking care of your body. Your body is your prize. Show your prize. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Are you happy with how you look? Ask yourself that question and be honest with yourself. And then, are you happy with yourself mentally? Okay, are you happy with where you're at with your family, with your relationships, with your friends? All of those things go hand in hand, and that can affect you if you don't have those good relationships. It can affect you down the line. It can affect you with your business. It can affect you just in general with your life. And if you're not exactly where you want to be, are you willing to change? And that's a huge question. Like, are you willing to change the person that you are? And if you are willing to change, then you are taking the right step in the right direction. Because I look back in the past few months, this was 6 months ago, or 6, 7 months ago, I was working a full-time job as a sales manager. And I look back and I'm like, damn, I was one of the best employees as a trainer, as a manager for a different company years ago, as a trainer for a different company years ago. I was always the top of the top. I outworked everyone. I was the best of the best. I was the star. And I'm not saying that to be cocky, and I'm not saying that to be arrogant. It's just the truth, because people nowadays don't want to work. People are, as Andy Elliott would say, lazy. It's okay to be lazy. That's how some people are in life, and that's fine. But if you are looking to make a change, then you can't be lazy. You have to outwork everyone, and I've outworked everyone when I was working a job. And when I moved here to California, I had planned to get a job, which was the crazy thing. I had a plan to get a job. I was planning on working or having this cleaning business as a side hustle. And I've run a few businesses before and never really went through with those businesses because I was always working a job. All those businesses would fall through. They would fall through because it was always about, money, and overthinking about, am I able to pay my bills on time? All of those things were going through my mind. So I had to prove it to myself that I was going to be able to run a business, to be the best of the best by running this business on my own or with my business partner, right? Without having to have a job. And you have to be willing to change. You have to be able to change your mindset when it comes to that. Next, this is a tough one for a lot of people, and it was a tough one for me a few years ago, until I realized that I really don't care anymore because it just doesn't matter that much. Your circle of people, the people that are around you, are the people around you positively affecting you, negatively affecting you? Are they helping you? Are they encouraging you? Or are they bringing you down? Or are they putting doubt in your mind? What are these people that are in your circle doing for you? Okay, so think about it. Friends, family, whoever it is that you have in your life on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever that is, are these people helping you get to where you need to be in life? And if they are not, then they shouldn't be in your life. If they do not support your goals, then they shouldn't be in your life. If they do not support your future, then they should not be in your life. And you shouldn't owe them anything. You don't owe anyone anything that has to do with yourself and your life. And it's not being selfish. It's not. Imagine imagine a friend being upset at you because you don't want to go out on a Friday night because you said you are going to stay home and work on your business plan, or learn a little bit more about how to become a better salesman. Imagine them being upset at you because of that. How does that make them look, right? That tells you a lot. For example, for me, like I said years ago, I had friends that I just cut off. And it wasn't because like I hated them, or they did something to me. It was because they didn't correlate. They didn't align with my goals. They didn't align with who I wanted to be in the future. And I knew that these people weren't going to change, and if they were going to change, then they would support exactly what I had going on, but they didn't support what I had going on. They didn't have the same mindset as me. They didn't have that vision that I had to be the best of the best. So I cut them off. And during those years when that happened, I felt bad because I didn't give them an explanation. And now that I look back, I'm like, I just don't care. I don't care because these people didn't change. They still haven't changed after years. But guess what? I changed. And if I still continued to hang around these people, then I would not have become any better. I would have stayed the same. I would have stayed in the same place. Remember that saying when they say if you are around 5 people that smoke, you'll be that sixth person to smoke. You'll be that next person to smoke, right? And it's just psychology. It's just how our brain works. That's just what's going to happen. So always remember to stay around people that are going to support you. And even if your parents, your grandparents, your family don't support you, take a step back. They're family. We understand that, but take a step back and let them understand that you're serious about what you're doing in your life and you want to become better and you want to make change for yourself. And kind of going off of that, I know we talked about, are you willing to change? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to discipline yourself? Are you willing to stay consistent? Consistency is the number one killer for a lot of people. Consistency and discipline. A lot of people do not have discipline. And wow, when I tell you disciplining yourself as an entrepreneur is hard. It is goddamn hard. And you have to understand that within yourself. And I had to understand that because it, disciplining myself was really hard, but I had to put myself in a different mindset. And that mindset was that I have something on the line. I have something on the line that I'm like, I have my life on the line that I'm working for. I want to live this life. Okay, what am I willing to do to live this life? And if I'm not willing to stay consistent, do the hard work, continue to learn, continue to practice, and continue to grow, then I'll never get there. And you have to be willing to do those hard things. Um, and with life in general, everything is hard. If you're not going through something hard, then you're probably very complacent. One thing that I heard maybe a few days ago is that you're either growing or you're not growing. You can't really stay in the same place in your life. You can't. right? So you're either going backwards or you're moving forward. And if you want to move forward, you have to be willing to do those things, especially as an entrepreneur. And even if you have a job, even if you have a job, like, do you really just want to stay exactly where you're at? Right? If you have that drive to become better, if you have that drive to get that promotion, right, you're going to have to learn and grow and stay consistent. Right? You're gonna have to try and outwork the person that is a little bit better than you. Right? And that's what I've always done at a job. That's what I've always done just in general. Like, I've always wanted to be the best at what I'm doing. Right? So if you can learn how to stay consistent in the entrepreneur world, you want to continue to feed your brain. You want to continue to learn new things, to develop yourself, because it's very easy to just stay complacent. It really is. And in order to grow, you have to continue to learn, especially in your industry. The last thing that has been the most important thing for me is understanding what my why is. Why did I start this cleaning business? Why do I have this company? What am I doing it for? Who am I doing it for? Ask yourself, what is your why? It has to be deep. It can't just be, I'm doing this for my mom. Okay, well, why are you doing it for your mom? Oh, well, my mom is dealing with cancer. Okay, why? Oh, well, I just don't want her to continue to deal with something that she doesn't have to. I want to be able to pay for the things to help her get treated. Why? Because she's always taken care of me my entire life. Why? Get where I'm going there? So you have to dig deep. You have to really, really dig deep. And I'm just going to tell you guys what my why is. And my why is for my family. My family is very, very important to me. So specifically my parents, we they've shown me a life that I thought, we were living a good life, that we were poor, but my parents being immigrants, coming to the United States and having 3 kids and being able to buy a house, get apartments, pay the bills, get us food on the table. We always had a meal every single night, every single day. They were able to order us food, but they never made it seem like they didn't have the money. And now that I am the age that I'm at now, and I look back and I'm like, damn, like they really took care of us, and they really cared. They really tried, and it was very, very hard for them because it took them so long for them to just get their green cards. But they were here working. My mom owned her own business, and she had to shut down her business. And I look back at that and I'm like, damn, if I was exactly where I was at now, she would still have that business because of the mindset that I'm in. I would have been able to help her run that business. But now she's still working, technically retired, but I want to fully retire her so she can go back to her hometown and she can stay there and live there like she wants to. And then my dad, who's disabled, he had surgery years ago, and the doctors damaged his nerves. And of course, you could sue, you could get money from it, but what does that money do? That money didn't really do much for our family. It damaged our family. And when I look back at that, how young I was, and looking back at it now, I didn't have that fatherly figure for so many years as I was growing up to not make those stupid mistakes that I did make when I was growing up in my, like, from 18 to 22. Um, so that's my why, and of course I can get deeper into my why, but ask yourself what your why is. Okay, And all of these questions, I'm going to go through them again. All of these questions you need to ask yourself before you start a business, before you start this cleaning business. Is it just because of the money, or is it because you have something deeper in you that you want to accomplish? And this is the reason why I'm doing this. It's not just because of money. Money it can change anyone's life, okay? But there needs to be more of a meaning, especially for me, because if this is just about money for you, then this might not be the right show for you. It's about self-development, and I've been realizing that myself, because it's really hard to develop yourself. But if you can develop yourself, you can develop anything else after that. All right, so we're gonna go through this again. Is this the right business for you? So that question goes into, who are you right now? Are you who you want yourself to be right now? Are you happy with yourself visually, physically, mentally? Are you willing to change? The circle of people, are they negatively affecting you, or are they positively affecting you? Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to grow? Are you willing to discipline yourself? Are you willing to stay consistent in order to get to the goal that you have? And last but not least, what is your why? Why are you doing this? Who is this for? Is this just for yourself? Is this just for your family? What is it for? And keep asking yourself why. Why, and why. This is what this podcast is going to be about. This, and then we're going to jump into how to start this business. This is going to be your starting point. Make sure that you are asking yourself these questions. Write it down. Write these things down. All right. Look at it. Look at your answers. Read it over and over and over again. Okay. How can you become a better person? How can you stay disciplined? And how can you stay consistent? And then in the next episode, we're going to talk about exactly how to jump into starting this cleaning business, going into the business logistics, and how to actually make money. All right. Once again, my name is Sidi. I am your host, and thank you for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Is this going to be the right business for you? Okay. And is self-development important for you? So let me know. Okay. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of how to start and run a proper cleaning business.